Welcome back to an outdoor and abandoned adventure. I happen to be in a remote area out in the woods, and I was just taking a hike, walking for a while, and I came upon this like closed road, and I kept on walking down that road, and I came upon something really cool, and I can't wait to show it to you. We're gonna explore the hell out of this place, and when I say we, I mean you and me. God, I haven't said that in a while. But anyways, guys, I can't wait to bring you along. Thank you for joining me, and let's just get this adventure started. I don't know if I'm coming down with any kind of a cold, so pardon me if my voice sounds off. Pretty remote area, and looking like a gray day. Look at that. Big gray day. That's okay. Yeah, so we'll brew up some coffee in one of these buildings, have ourselves a little snack. And I'm not sure what this place used to be. It's more than a camp. It's almost like a little community area. And we're gonna check out these buildings together. Sorry to interrupt your video, guys. I happen to be back here, as you can see. Not filming, just happen to be on my phone. And I've been back here a couple of times, and I just wanted to let you know that I did in fact find out what this place used to be. Very extremely interesting history. So I will be leaving you that information somewhere and maybe throughout the video. So let's just continue on with the video. So this is what the road looks like. It's basically just eroding away, so I imagine no one wants to take the time to fix it, but I mean, look at this. Oops, there goes the water bottle out of my backpack. I can pick that up in a minute, but check that out. Wow, like look how deep this is. I mean, look at it. It's just so brittle, and every time it rains, you know, wow, that's deep. That's crazy. Reminds me of Centralia. So this is an unused road, and I imagine part of the reason why they just basically turned the key on it and said forget it is they would have to do all kinds of maintenance to the road. And way down yonder, wait till you see what's down there, they would have to do maintenance to whatever buildings that are down there that I happen to find on a hike. But look at this right here. This is insane. The whole road on the side is like completely washed out, and there's collapsed pieces of the road. So yeah, we're gonna continue on. Okay, so I'm coming up I'm coming up on this first little bit of property that I found. It looks like they used to have like a little bit of like a farm area. I'm not quite sure. Like this looks more to me like not a camp. Like this is like a full-on house. And there's like, I've only seen a couple of these buildings, not all of them. So, I mean, look at this. There's vines growing all over the place. Like, whoa. Now, just to let you know, guys, I don't break and enter. If there's an existing entry, then I'll go in, but I just want you to know that I don't break and enter into these places. If there's a spot that's already open, then I'll enter. So I just want to let you know that. Hello? Like you expect to hear somebody say, hello, how are you? Wow. Wow, look at this. I mean, it's a nice space. I mean, this is gorgeous. What is that, built-in? Yeah, it's like a little built-in where you'd store like your blankets and stuff. Like, that is really cool. These windows right here don't look, you know, really old or anything. And this is all unused. Everything here is just unused. Some condensation. in the mirror. But yeah. I mean, there's a basement, there's a pantry area. Looks like another, oh wow, look at that mirror right there, that's nice. But I'm just gonna quickly show you, and look at these floors. So this is more than I'd say like, say a camping situation. This is like a full-on house. So that's why I'm not exactly sure what this area was, as these don't look like cabins to me. There's my tripod out there. I mean, you have carpeting in here, you know. I don't think I've actually seen a camp building that had carpeting and baseboard heaters. So, wow, nice little built-ins. But yeah, crazy. This is the place that I happened to find when I was out on my hike. This is pretty crazy. And the whole area has been just basically forgotten about. The road's a mess. The road is closed. So I just happened to walk down it and find this. And yeah, and I wanted to bring you along and show it to you. Maybe you can give me some guesses as to what you think it may be. Oh, the creepy basement, the creepy basement. I mean, look at this. It has like big French doors that go out into a nice yard. Little stone steps that go up into like the little gated, like maybe it was like a garden, like a vegetable garden or something. Look at this old style radiator. Wow, that's pretty cool. But this is like a big open space. Sorry, I don't have my flashlight out at the moment, but I'm sure you can see. Look at these cabinets, kind of swanky in design, kind of curved shelving. Pretty cool. And it's out on this little lake that's out there. That's pretty cool. Look at this nice porch area. All right, so basically we just left that house, which was way up the road up there. And the next building is, I don't know, it just kind of looks like a garage of some sort. So, I mean, yeah, nothing too exciting, but yeah, when this whole place has been left abandoned, then yeah, I do find it kind of interesting and wonder what exactly was going on here. Look at those 3 boards, like that's gonna stop anybody from, you know, taking a peek in there. Especially when it's an opening right here. I don't have my, what the heck is that? I don't have my flashlight, but, oh, I mean, I have it with me, but I don't have it out. What is this? It's an old piece of equipment that's been sitting here for years. All right, looks like some sort of lawn equipment or, I mean, yeah, I don't have my flashlight, but I'm sure you can see that all right. Check that out. That doesn't even look like really, really old. What is it? It's an X mark. Interesting. Lawnmower, I guess. And high-powered, like, leaf blower. Wow. All right, so that was that. Another piece of lawn equipment. Interesting. Huh. I mean, this place looks like it's just been left to rot. A little locker system right there. shelving, refrigerator. So anyway, that noise, like that clicking noise, is my backpack. Something clicking around on my backpack, so sorry about that. And then around back. Whew. I mean, look at this. This is kind of a cool find, you know, when you're out hiking for trying new trails and everything like that, and the next thing you know, miles down the road, you find some cool abandoned structures and you have no idea what's going on. Nice. I'll have to look at a map and see what I can find. But yeah, let's check out other areas. I'm gonna get my rain gear on and we'll explore the rest of this area. There's like so much of this place I haven't seen. And look at this. Cool, huh? Let's check it out. It is like lightly raining now. And this is coming up on the next building, which is kind of like maybe a recreation type of a hall or a community hall. It kind of gives me the impression of almost church-like. That must have been some sort of like a community board. And there's a real cool saying right there. If you want to read that, it is worth reading. So I'll put that on pause if you want to read it. Pretty cool, I agree. The old clapboard on the outside. Seating, benched style seating on the inside. Door that goes out onto that lake. I mean, these doors don't look that old, but this place has been sitting for a while. And it's nice not to see it vandalized with any type of graffiti. I mean, yeah, some of the windows have been smashed and stuff like that, but, you know, at least, you know, there's not like spray painted body parts all over the walls. That's a shame to see. Wow. And then here, more of the bench style seating. Some sort of dry erase board right there. Ooh. And back out into that orange room right there. So I thought this would be a cool little place to leave one of my painted rocks. I'm gonna leave it in the house somewhere. And yeah, let's see. I'll leave it in this room right here. Oh my God. Yeah. I'll leave that right there. Yeah, so this place is obviously some sort of a community or information type of a place, I'm guessing. Four-wheelers have been down here. That's what that is, because this is a no access at all down here. And then there's this barn out back. Look at that. Looks like a cross. But anyway, look at this. There's the life jackets. Life jackets hanging right there. They're all dry rot. And I'm guessing this is what, a sailboat or some sort of, I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what kind of boat that is. Sunfish? That's what it says, an Alcourt sunfish. And then there's this that's painted right there on the wall. Check that out. That's pretty vibrant. Something obviously was hanging from all these ropes, maybe the boats, or I'm not quite sure. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Wow. A little whale. It says staff. So obviously this was a staffed building, maybe for education. Look, bird houses. Okay, so this is where they kept the bird houses in here. Interesting. So, yeah. Rockets and fish tank stuff. Fish tank stuff. Interesting. Interesting. And then this is what it looks out onto a lake. Like what? And what you see over there, that's all abandoned as well. Like somebody was etched that in back in 1997. Huh. Pretty cool. Check this out, an old stone foundation from another structure that used to be out here on this road. I've seen evidence of like four-wheelers and stuff out here. That would be the only other way you'd be able to access this area. But yeah, check that out. Just walking up this hill, there's another. This one seems to be more cottagey type with that lapboard siding, broken windows. What is this, some sort of, it's either a light or a satellite system, I can't tell. Oh, it's a screen porch. Let's find out what this is. Look at that door hanging off the hinges. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Oh, checkerboard floor. Probably, maybe it was asbestos at one point. You just don't know. Could be just regular linoleum. Alright. Now we're inside. This has like a house kind of feel to it. That's a bedroom, but I don't see any carpeting. It's a nice hardwood floor. Bathroom. We've all seen bathrooms. Kitchen. We'll check the porch out in a second, but you have this wallpaper. Oops, wallpaper right here. Can you see that pattern? Kind of like a homey type of a feel. Look at this, just all sitting here. And the porch that looks out onto this big lake. Look at this, nice little screened in area. Somebody's shirt or something back there, I don't know. Right. Wow, huh? Interesting. These could have been cabin rentals, They really could have been anything, and yeah, maybe they shut it down because it was going to cost too much money to repair. Maybe they shut it down because the road was going to take too much money to repair, as it's all washed out and there's big craters in the road. We're going to continue on and see what else we can find. I can't believe this whole area is just left abandoned, unused, closed off, and forgotten. And the only people that come is like people that cruise through on their like ATVs or something. Look at that. Down to a whole unused area. Oh yeah, looks like creepy cabin in the woods. What? All left abandoned. So yep, I'm just gonna take a quick peek inside one of these and see what they look like. What goes on and on? Looks like at one point there would have been some sort of a fire pit there. Doesn't really look like too much of oof. Okay. All right, so you have, it sleeps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, it's almost giving off prison vibes, not camp vibes, to tell you the truth. Oh, wow. Look at that. So you have a springed area, or a springed mattress support. Wow. Little ladder. So yeah, that's what these cabins offered. Some nasty graffiti up there. That's the first I've seen. Look at this. So there's some old shower. So this is what they used for your shower. Wow. Somebody must have been hitting the bourbon on the Jim Beam. Look at this. There's like this huge house or something on top of that hill right there. So guess where we're going. I hope you're enjoying this. This is just something a little different. I mean, this does involve getting out there. I was, like I said, hiking, and I just happened to come across this big space of like unused. It's just completely unused, and it just blows my mind. And yeah, we're just gonna keep checking some places out, and I don't know, feeling like a cup of coffee soon. I don't know what it is, but when you're hiking, you just want to have some coffee, and what better way than to have some coffee in a nice abandoned camp or abandoned rec area or an abandoned whatever this is. What is this? Like, what is this? This is insane. I know it doesn't translate well, but this is a big hill. And up on this hill is this big, huge house or something. I don't even know. So we'll have to find out together. Wow, this is incredible. This hike just turned into so much more. What is this? That looks like some sort of a coop or something. I don't know, maybe it's like an old barn with a house. There's like another structure over there. Whew. So this is just the one side of whatever building this is. This place really is massive. Might have to break out the flashlight in a second. Wow. we'll just continue on. We'll see if we need a flashlight, but oh, look at this. It's maybe a big kitchen. I think that's what this is. Let me see if I can get out into the light. Wow. Look at this. Yeah, it might be like some sort of a dining hall. It's got a big fireplace. Look at this. Might have to get my flashlight. Wow, how did I have my flashlight? Look at the stonework. Look at that. The iron right there. That's really cool. Kitchen area, an old barn door. Obviously somebody has found this place. There's some graffiti. I think natural light looks better. Wow, look at this kitchen. This old door. Look at that latch. All this, and I just happen to be out on a hike. It's still kind of drizzling. Wow. Look at the overgrowth. Look at the vines.
A Boy Scout camp that's been a local refuge for decades just sold to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts for $1.4 million on Friday. Now, Kate Walsh was there on the final weekend of camp for the Scouts and explains why the Boy Scouts of America had to sell it.
I'm at Camp Cachalot, which is in Carver, Massachusetts. It's about an hour drive from parts of Rhode Island, but troops from across the Narragansett Council have enjoyed summer camp and weekend camps.
In the heart of my State Forest has served as a home away from home for Boy Scouts throughout southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island.
Plaques that used to hang up from all the rafters.
But now the lights are off at the dining hall, the windows shuttered. The camp officially closed on May 31st. We were there in mid-May. The final weekend Boy Scout troops could camp for a weekend there. Boy Scouts of America filed for bankruptcy in 2020 after thousands of men nationwide came forward claiming they were abused while in Scouts. The proposed settlement is about $2.7 billion, meaning councils across the country would contribute to that. In a statement, the Narragansett Council confirmed the sale of the camp to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, adding, quote, "The proceeds from the sales of real estate, along with other unrestricted assets available to us, will comprise our council's contribution to the Survivors Compensation Trust as part of the national organization's bankruptcy process." The Narragansett Council went on to say it has not filed for bankruptcy and will continue camp at several other sites. Camp Cachalot historian Dennis Wilkinson said the Scouts enrollment has been declining since the 70s, and this camp hasn't been used as a week-long summer camp since 2017.
But it's the group of people. I don't know why, but there's a unique group of people here.
In Carver, I'm Kate Walsh, 12 News.
On the roof, it looks like people signed their names. Look at that, 2015, 2016, and it goes back a little bit further. Everybody who worked here, from the cook to the staff and what their role was, they signed on the roof. That's pretty cool. Wow. Another little house type structure sitting out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, look at this. Housekeeping. Little kitchenette area. Like a big living room type of a area, bedroom. Probably, yep, closet. Look at that. Wow. This is really cool. Ooh, yellow room. Wow. So yeah, here I am out exploring this huge abandoned area. There's lots more buildings to see, but as I'm sure you can tell, it just goes on and on and on. And it doesn't really look like I have time to do coffee, as I have a long way to get back to my car, and it's already past 3 o'clock, so it's probably going to be dark by the time I get back to my car. So this is kind of like a hiking adventure as well. So, all right, I'll talk to you in a few. You can tell quads have been up here. But yeah, it really is a beautiful old rustic looking building. The old dining hall. Nice. I guess that's this whole building, the dining hall. So let's see what it looks like in the front real quick. And that's it. I wonder if that's like a little chicken coop. Maybe that's where they got fresh eggs. But yeah, there it is. Wow, this is like vast nothingness, you know? And I've been walking a ways. Hi, birdies. Well, guys, thank you for joining me on this adventure. This has been, it's pretty awesome, you know, getting to be outdoors in a new space, finding new areas out on a hike, unexpected finds, and yeah, let me know your thoughts below what this was. I happen to believe that it was probably like some sort of maybe a recreational or educational area, I guess. I'm not too sure, but either way, it's been sitting abandoned for years and years, and due to who knows why, maybe expense in repairing the roads and upkeep of the buildings, and I have no idea. But I didn't get to do that abandoned coffee, but that's okay. The gear we didn't use is the MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe 2 with the piezo igniter. My favorite mug by GSI Outdoors, the Infinity, and my first camping kettle that I'm still using today. So I appreciate you guys coming, and have a great week. And I'll see you on the next one. Haven't decided what tent I'm going to take out on the next adventure. Maybe it'll be the Dragoon, maybe it'll be Nightcat. Thank you for joining me on this hiking and abandoned adventure. I will leave more information if you'd like to learn more about this camp. I'll leave that down in the description. I appreciate your time,
and I will see you on the next one. Bye.